Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
Holy shit.
What a week.
Yeah. Hello everybody. I hope you guys are doing well.
What's happening with your mic?
Do you hear it? I mean, the dog is on it.
Ellie's laying on your mic.
Hello?
There we go.
Is that better?
Yes.
I feel like I can't hear myself on this. Hello?
I can hear you loud and
I'm
clear.
going to keep saying hello.
Hello? Where do we even start?
Well,
We're fine.
yeah, Michelle and I were okay in the fires. We live downtown, so we weren't in
Let me raise your mic.
any immediate danger or anything, but
Bless you.
sorry. When I got up Wednesday morning last week, you were still sleeping. I wasn't really thinking about the fires when I got up, but I took the dogs out.
I think nobody really thought that the fire was going to go this bad, especially Wednesday morning, because we started hearing about it Tuesday night, and we were like, oh,
yeah,
it's a fire in the Pacific Palisade, but you never thought that it was going to be like this bad.
Yeah, I didn't think that it would get this out of control, but when I woke up Wednesday morning, I woke up kind of early, like I took the dogs out at like 5:30 or 6. It was like still dark out and stuff. And I immediately when I walked out into the hallway, I was like, oh, fuck, it smells like smoke really bad. Because
we could already kind of feel it Tuesday evening.
Yeah. Out in our hallways and stuff. But, I mean, the hallways of our apartment. But then when I went out to the dog run area, that my eyes started burning and I got like a really bad headache. And then when I came back into you, I was like, my fucking eyes hurt.
Yeah.
And my head was hurting, and then Michelle was like, the air quality is like in the 500s.
Yeah, and usually the air quality is like below 50.
Yeah. So
500, if it's above 100, it's unhealthy. 500 is
I mean, I would say if it's over 100, you probably should be
but it says that on the app. If it's over 100, it's counted as unhealthy.
Oh, yeah.
If it's a little bit like between 50 and 100, it's like unhealthy for sensitive people. 50 is moderate, but then if it's above 100, it's like hazardous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we were at 500.
Yeah, and I didn't I just wasn't thinking, and I went out there without a mask, and I was just like looking around. It was all foggy and it smelled like chemicals, and I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? And I just didn't. It was just so early in the morning, I wasn't putting two and two together, thinking it was the fires and stuff. But so yeah, that's like pretty much, we sealed up our apartment and we had our air purifier on like high, and
that was a good Christmas gift.
Yeah, and then we did
a well-used one.
Yeah, it worked really well. It doesn't smell like anything, like any smoke or fire or anything in the apartment, but it was, every time we took the dogs out, unfortunately, like, we couldn't put anything on our dogs' faces. Like, I don't know how you really go about doing that. And then it was funny, is like I ordered the N95 masks and they weren't going to come till like Monday or something. So I was just like, okay, well, that's
Monday next week.
Yeah, so it was like useless to order those. So we were wrapping shirts around our faces. You had a scarf.
I had a scarf.
I don't know how effective that is at all, but I mean, that's all.
I feel like it gave at least some kind of like at least
filter a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't know. The T-shirt I was using, it felt like I was still just.
But you could feel like as soon as you went outside, because I know I went outside before we started like wrapping up our faces. You could feel like I took the dogs out myself one time. I think it was like Wednesday afternoon, and I told you when I came back in, I was like, I have a headache, but I was like, mostly I just felt like it was so hard to breathe outside. Like, it felt like you were breathing through a straw, and like you have never exercised any cardio ever in your life because you just felt out of breath.
Yeah.
Luckily, when I went outside, it was like in the 350. It wasn't as bad as when you went out, but still.
Yeah.
Still bad.
Yeah, still really bad. We were going to leave some links and numbers of some places. Like if you want to help out and you don't know where a good place to start is, we were thinking like the Red Cross is always I think is a good choice. And then the LA Fire Department Foundation. I think those are two places that really can use donations. That's who we donated to.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna also donate to a shelter. We were looking up some ones that were like taking in a lot of the animals from Pasadena, and then
yeah, I know Pasadena Humane Society.
Yeah.
They were like a big shelter.
Yeah.
They took in, I think on Wednesday night they had taken in like 300 animals.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people like donated a lot of physical stuff for them, and they're like, okay, yeah, like cages and beds and bowls and food and everything, and they were like, we have all the physical needs covered. They're like, what we need now is donation for medicine basically, and we need people that can foster.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good one if you want to donate money towards an animal shelter. I know the one in Burbank also took in a bunch of like bigger animals like horses and stuff. I can look up what that one was called.
Yeah. And I'm sure like do the donations go to like paying the employees and stuff probably, like cuz that's,
I think so. I
or
think
maybe
it goes
like hiring
towards,
more people, or
I think so, like paying I honestly think it goes towards like towards just paying people to be there 24/7 to take in the animals.
That's why I think like,
but I also think they have volunteers that are doing it for free.
Yeah.
You know? But
I think also cuz I was like seeing stuff on like Instagram, and a lot of these places that are taking in like the physical donations like food and clothes, a lot of these places are saying like we have a lot of this stuff. So it's like I think if you don't live in LA, like, and you want to help, I think donating like just even like $20 is so beneficial.
And there's also, I saw there was a company, they did that you can send in, if you want to donate clothes to fire victims.
Yeah.
They are doing like, you can order through this company, you get a box it's free to send stuff, like if you're out of state.
Yeah.
And you can, because I know a lot of people are doing like their, New Year's like cleaning.
Yeah.
Going through all of their clothes already, and instead of donating to Goodwill or something, you can actually send it. This company has like made it possible to donate the stuff to victims here. Yeah. But I'll look up what those places were called.
We'll have a link for redcross.org. We'll have like, you can either pay through their you could donate through the website, or you can call, or there's another number you can text, and then we'll also put the link up for the LA Fire Department Foundation. Yeah. And then a shelter that you
I'll
guys
find
can,
some stuff for you guys too.
Yeah.
We'll add it down below.
Yeah.
And then we have to go and donate to some shelters after this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what else do you want? We haven't really done much this week.
Well, no, yeah. Michelle was like planning on going to work. I was like, you're not fucking going to work right now.
Yeah, my work doesn't really have any ventilation in there. And we're in the heart of downtown, which means that the air quality.
Well, you work in a what's the word I'm thinking? Not a
warehouse?
Yeah, the warehouse, and it does not have good ventilation. They don't have air conditioning. They don't like have a heater, so it's like in the winter it's cold, in the summer it's hot, and I'm like, you're not going to go sit in there and breathe.
Right now it's like 40 degrees in there.
Yeah, I was like,
all day.
I was like, you're not going to go sit in there and fucking breathe this shit in. So yeah, you stayed home. We pretty much we sealed ourselves in here. The only time we would leave is when we had to walk the dogs, and we would like.
We even like narrowed it down. I think we went out with them like maybe 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot for our dogs.
Yeah, we typically walk them like every 2 hours. Every 2 hours we'll take them on a walk, and so they were.
But we were like, if they pee inside, that's fine. Like,
well, they didn't pee inside.
They didn't, but I'm just saying, like, if they would have, because people can be like, oh my god, that's not enough for dogs. But it's
I mean, 3 times we walk these guys so much. Yeah. Most people don't do that. Most people are not good dog owners. Most people are like,
yeah, but But
Well, I'm just saying I have had
I'm just saying.
No, in like back home in Spokane, like people would walk their dog in the morning, then they would be gone all day, and then they would walk their dog when they got home from work, and then they would walk their dog before bed. Like, so they would walk their dog 3 times.
Yeah, I even felt bad when you were gone in Atlanta because I changed my schedule at work, so I was working 4 hours and then took a longer lunch to come home and take the dogs out, so they were only home for 4 hours at a time, and I felt that was
See, even that's
bad.
like better than most people, but like since I mean, yeah, we walk them pretty much every 2 hours. We'll take them on a walk. So
yeah, but we also didn't want, like, mostly we didn't want them to be outside.
No, I know. I mean, you can't put anything over a dog's face that's gonna protect them, but
yeah. But I did a lot of reading. I finished the Black Daggerhood first book.
Yeah, Dark Lover.
Yeah.
Now she's like, can you? Because I'm rereading.
How many pages have you read since I started that book?
Well, it's unfair because you've been reading it every single night, and then there was a couple nights where I had an audition, and I just wanted to do that audition and just let those lines sink in. And when I read other stuff, it gets in the way. But you're reading the book, I'm reading through, and then I'm stopping and marking all of Zadis. Anytime Zadis is mentioned or any of his dialogue, I'm highlighting it and going over it. So I'm not just reading through and enjoying the book. I'm gonna
start reading the book when you go to bed, and we're just gonna read at the same time.
No.
Yes.
You're gonna lose my spot.
I'm not gonna lose your spot.
Yeah, you are.
You'll be fine. I have a little bookmark.
Mm-mm.
I don't know how you mark your pages, but I have a little bookmark.
So, yeah.
That's it.
We're done talking about you taking the book. What else?
I don't know. You tell me. I thought you wanted to talk more about the fires of the week.
Well, I know.
Haven't really
you
discussed. We usually have a meeting before we do an episode.
Not you. I mean, that was kind of new that we started doing that, but.
No, but we did that before you left for Atlanta too, to plan everything, and that was kind of the plan that all the new episodes coming out, we were gonna do a meeting before.
Which that didn't last.
But. Yeah.
I think I saw one story of this older couple. They were like in their 90s, and they lived in this house. They were one of the people that lost their house in the fire, and they lived in that house for like 60 plus years. They had the same insurance, like home insurance, for that entire time they lived there. And a couple months before this fire happened, I think their coverage, like their fire coverage or something, was dropped or something. And I don't know the logistics in and out, but this was on the news, and these people, it was their daughter was at their house hosing down the house, and she was saying this. She was like, her parents were in their 90s, and they lived in that home for like 60 plus years.
Yeah.
And they got dropped from the coverage or something for like the fire insurance. And
I think I saw that video.
Yeah, but I was just hearing that story, and I just think that should be illegal. Yeah, that's fucking insane and so fucked up. And for these insurance people to be able to do that is just like, it doesn't make sense to me. Because this elderly couple paid into this insurance for that long. Yeah. And then they were just dropped like that. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
There's multiple things about this whole situation that doesn't make sense. Oh, hello. Just the fact that like so many fire insurances were dropped. The fact that they cut the budget of fire department in like a lot of money.
I saw, well, no, it was like 17.2 million, but I think I heard someone else explain that that
I mean,
the
that was last
money,
year.
the money was. I
That
don't
cut had-
I don't know if I don't think that's fully true, because I saw that. I saw multiple people posting saying that the fire department, their funding was cut by like $17 million. But then I was hearing
Was it
someone
17
else,
or was it 7?
it was like 17 million or something.
That's crazy.
But then I was seeing somewhere else explaining how they like, I don't even know if this is like a word, relocated, not relocated, is like they took the money and they moved it to a different thing. But I saw someone else explaining it, and it's not exactly, I don't know. I don't want to like get into the logistics of all that, because I don't have the full facts, and I just know there was a lot of like people posting things that wasn't true.
Yeah, but I mean, like even that lady, what's her name? Not the fire department chief, the other lady.
Mayor?
Yeah, the mayor. Even her has like confessed that they did cut the fire departments. I don't know about how much, but they did cut a percentage of it.
Yeah.
Last year, and not 2024, like last year, like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have all the water being, I don't know what it was called, but it was like basically being shut off or like
Yeah, the pressure was low, so then the fire hydrants they didn't have water coming out because of the pressure. But my
dad also said, he was like, well, if it's already burning, like fire could actually like
the Pasadena, I think it was the Pasadena reservoir was empty because of what I read. There was a tear in it, and it was under construction to be fixed, and it's been emptied for like over a year or something. This is all things that I'm like trying to remember. Well, there was
something that they said was like 2 months ago. Well,
because of the Pasadena reservoir being empty and no water in it, that caused the low water pressure in the hydrants, so there wasn't enough water for the firefighters to fight with.
It was mostly in the Pacific Palisades that the water pressure.
Oh wait, what did I say? Pasadena? I meant the Pacific Palisades.
Okay,
I don't know why I kept saying Pasadena. I think it was the Pacific Palisades reservoir. I'm an idiot, so whatever I'm saying right now, just take it with a grain of salt. This is me just like reading things and then trying to remember them. I'm not actually smart at all.
We're not that well read. We're just saying what we've heard. But all I'm saying is like there were so many factors that just ended up making this
catastrophe.
This catastrophe.
Catastrophic.
That made this catastrophe. Is that the name?
Such a good big word. Keep going.
So much worse than it had to be.
Well, also it was the Santa Ana winds.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There were so many factors that just made this so much bigger and so much worse than it would. Because LA is on fire all the time. Like LA is on fire every summer.
Yeah. Well,
we're always on fire.
We've had a couple good, like we got a lot more. Didn't we get a lot more water the past couple years to where it was? I don't remember anything
the
like.
The spring of 2023 was the wettest one.
I just feel like
in like the last decade.
I feel like the past couple years it's been a lot cooler and like we've gotten more rain.
Yeah, but we still have a lot of fires. But it never goes to this extent. Like it's always.
Well, yeah,
like,
I mean this is the worst. This is the worst that they've ever had.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, then there's these motherfuckers that are looting the evacuated areas. They're going into those neighborhoods. And
no, then there's these motherfuckers that are going around with fucking blowtorches.
Yeah. There was they caught one guy with a blowtorch.
Yeah.
I don't know what fire that was, but they caught somebody. It wasn't.
I think it was in.
It wasn't Eaton. Was it? Is it Eaton? I don't even.
Yeah, the Eaton Fire, but that's behind Pasadena.
I don't think it was that one, but
I think it was the Pacific Palisade one. But it was like more up in the Malibu mountain. Like it wasn't in the area of Pacific Palisade, but it was like around the Pacific.
Well, I know. Yeah, they caught a guy at a house.
Or it was in the Kennett one.
Maybe it was that one. I think it was that one. But
Like
but yeah,
around
but
Calabasas.
still, I was like looking at on X, and there was like multiple videos of like people's like door cams of like people walking by and setting palm trees on fire. And I don't know how recent these. You never know on X like
Yeah.
how recent these videos are, but I saw like multiple videos of like what they look like. They look like homeless people or like I don't know, people that I don't know. They look like they're like strung out and not well kept. Like they look like they've been sleeping on the streets. So a lot of these people that I've seen in these videos. But
it's like
I don't
even
know.
if you're not going around setting shit on fire, it's like why are you walking around with a blowtorch when literally all of LA is on fire?
I don't know. Well, and then we live downtown, and this past weekend especially, we were hearing some big fucking fireworks going off.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you
They
doing
were
that when
really
it's windy
big.
as fuck out? You're setting off these giant fireworks.
That was Thursday night.
Yeah, and it's like, it's just crazy. I don't understand
It
why
was
people...
literally like our whole apartment kind of started shaking from some of them.
Well, yeah, these ones were like abnormally big booms.
Yeah, but they were also, I saw reports on Citizen that there was multiple trash cans on fire that people had been setting on fire.
Well, when
Thursday.
Mark and Mike came to visit and we had dinner with them, we were driving to the restaurant.
Yeah, people had
and there's just what was that?
people.
Was that Monday or Tuesday?
That was last weekend.
Sunday?
I think so.
Sunday. We're driving and there's
there was a homeless person on the street with a little fire.
Yeah, Mike literally said, he's like, I've never seen that before, and I was like,
I've seen it so many times.
I was like, that's all the time. Yeah, he had a metal like oil barrel can that it looked like a garbage can, but it was like an oil barrel, and it was just flame coming out of it.
I've seen people do it without like the actual trash can. They just like have
this
a little
was really
pile of
close to the restaurant we were going to, which is like I've never seen it. You see it on Skid Row all the time.
Yeah.
Like they all have fires and stuff
Yeah.
over there, but this was like a little bit outside of that and more of a nicer part, so I was confused.
It was like a main street.
Yeah, I was seeing that. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But
yeah.
But I don't know. But the looters and stuff too, like
the looters are crazy.
I saw on the news.
Sorry, I keep hitting the cord. Sorry.
On the news, there was a guy in front of his house, and he said looters will be shot. He had like a sign out front, but it's like seriously, these fucking scumbags that are going in there, it's.
I mean, imagine.
There's a special place in hell for people like that.
Imagine that, like, you've been through this whole fire, like, your house has been evacuated, blah, blah, blah. The whole neighbor has been evacuated. Your house did not burn down. Like, you were one of the lucky few who didn't have their house and everything burned down. And then you come home and you've just been robbed.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Are you insane? Like, how are you even, like...
I just hope the people that are getting caught, they're not getting fucking released the next day. Like, these stupid sons of bitches.
They won't, because you know how in the last election, we had... I didn't even vote because I can't. I'm not a citizen. There was a little thing that was like, do you want the punishment for petty theft and loot, like, basically looting and theft to be, like, a higher... punishment. So I don't think they're gonna get off easy.
Well, I don't know.
But
we'll see. It's California.
Yeah, it's just it's been a crazy week. It's felt very like, I want to say unreal. Like time has kind of been standing still.
Yeah.
Everything was just set on pause. Like I was talking to Samantha about it, and I was like, I feel. In one way, I feel like I have imposter syndrome because you have so many people reaching out, being like, oh my God, are you okay? And then you're like, but I wasn't really in any direct danger. Yeah. So I felt like I wasn't really allowed to be one of, like, I don't want to say the victims because I'm not a victim. We're not victims. But people were like, I'm like, you need to put all this worrisome towards the people who actually lost everything in the fire.
Well, I mean, I think just a lot of the people that were reaching out, they just didn't.
If
you look at the maps of,
they don't know where we live.
Like if you looked on the news, it just showed LA all red. Yeah. So it was, and
then there was a lot of fake news. Like everybody was talking about how the Hollywood sign was on fire.
Yeah.
the fire never even reached the Hollywood Mountain.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Runyon Canyon caught fire.
yeah, but that's not the Hollywood.
No, I know,
Mountain.
but I think that once that happened, that's when all the Hollywood signs were coming out saying that the Hollywood sign was burning, because people just don't. There's so many people that aren't from here that don't understand.
Yeah,
I mean, but I mean, my mom was supposed to come here on Thursday. She was supposed to, or last Thursday, she was supposed to fly in, and she was going to be here till Sunday, and we were going to go to the Fantasia Theater to see Wicked. Pantasias? I don't. Okay, and then we were going to go to Disneyland on Sunday, and we had to cancel all that, obviously, for good reason.
Wednesday evening, she was flying in Thursday morning. And then we had tickets to Wicked the Musical on Thursday night. And then we had tickets to Disneyland on Saturday. And Wednesday evening, I got an email from the theater saying that everything was canceled because it was Wednesday evening that Runyon Canyon caught on fire.
Yeah.
And the Pantages Theater is like right next to it. It's a couple blocks away. So they were like, hey, we're canceling all the shows.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went in and we canceled your mom's flight tickets because we were like, this was the reason she was flying out here. There's no reason to fly her out if we need to evacuate.
She has bad allergies, and I just think it would have been.
She's also scared of flying, so.
Yeah, that would have been traumatizing for her to fly into LA and just see LA burning.
Yeah.
And no, but I was like, I wanted her to be here so bad, and so I was like.
Well, we were very optimistic.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was.
I think until Wednesday night we was still kind of optimistic.
Yeah, once I saw how bad the fires were still going, and then when Runyon Canyon caught, I was just like, it's really stupid to try to keep this.
And then we couldn't cancel Disneyland, but we can move them around, so we'll find another day to
hopefully
use those
because
tickets.
Things are gonna start getting really busy again, and I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna have this time for her to come down here, so I'm just
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But we're probably not going to be able to see Wicked.
Yeah, because they stopped showing February 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm really sad about. I've been looking forward to see Wicked since beginning of December.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
But yeah, everybody that reached out to us asking if we're okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
The worst thing that we could even say for us was that the air quality was bad, so it wasn't compared to what all these other the people that have unfortunately lost their lives. I don't know what it's at now. It was like at 25 the last time I saw.
24. I saw 24 yesterday, but I don't know. They're still going through
everything.
But
then they said like 5,000 structures were destroyed.
Yeah. Well, that was in Pacific Palisade.
Okay.
In Pacific Palisade, it was like 5,000 structures.
Yeah.
But that was a couple of days ago, so I don't know now.
Yeah.
And then I think last time I saw in Pasadena, it was like 3,000 structures or something.
But
it's crazy. Like you've seen on the news, like I think Thursday and Friday we were just glued to the news all day.
Well, mainly because we kept getting those evacuation warnings, but then they were like false alarms, but we got like 4 of them.
We got a lot.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you kept getting like false alarm, and they didn't send out that there was a false alarm.
Yeah.
So
like we got one at 3 a.m. and then we got another one at like 4
a.m. Yeah.
But I would just get up and check the news, and then the news would say, "Oh, it was a false alarm."
Yeah.
But it wouldn't send you one saying it was a false alarm. So it was like
when you got one at 1 a.m., I was still up reading that night. And I was talking to Samantha because she was also still up. And I was like, hey, I'm just going to go check the news, like, just to make sure that it's not something, because you never got, like, this is a false alarm. And I turned on the news, and it was, like, a car chase from the beginning of 2024. And it was all in Spanish. And I was like, why is this on the news right now?
That's weird.
I'm like, and I was talking to Samantha, and I was like, yeah, I think that was a false alarm, because otherwise they would have been at least reporting. So I was like, why are they showing a car chase from last year?
The news people were probably taking a break or something, because I know that they kept saying they were working like night and day.
Yeah, but still. You couldn't just have like information up on the TV about the fires?
Yeah.
I don't know. But like, why would I want to watch a car chase from last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you? But if you want to donate, I think donating to the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation is the best thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
At my boxing gym that I'm going to, one of the guys I was talking to, I think he said his cousin's a firefighter, and his cousin, this was like, he was telling me that his cousin was like for 3 or 4 days straight, battling the fire.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Like
That is insane.
That's crazy to think about.
I saw that they flew in firefighters from Mexico and Canada.
Yeah.
Which I'm so happy, honestly.
Well, hopefully the winds don't, because that's the real factor that I think fucked all this up was the winds.
Yeah, and they were saying that the winds were gonna pick up again, not as much as last week.
Yeah.
And I hope that it doesn't.
Yeah.
I think they got most of it under control. I can actually check. Hold on. Let me see how much they contained. What is it called?
Contained.
Yeah, contained. I was like, is it called contained? Okay, they've only contained 17% of the Palisade fires.
Yeah.
And it's still active. This is a lot.
Yeah. What's the app that you downloaded on both our phones?
Watch Duty.
Watch Duty. I've seen multiple people talk about it. This is a really good app to be like stay up to date with the fires and stuff. Watch Duty. And
then the Altadena fire, the Eaton Fire, is 35% contained. So that's good. I can also just check up here. Oh, this one is full. The LA Equestrian Center in Burbank, that's the one that takes the big animals, but it says that it's full. So you can't have any more animals come in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Pasadena Humane Society is the one that I've been hearing most about for when everything started. But
yeah. So yeah, I think we're safe. We pray for all the people that were directly in the fire's path, and pray that their families are safe, and
pray that everybody's animals are safe.
Yeah.
I think that's what I feel is like the most heartbreaking. I mean, of course, people passing is devastating. People that lost their life in this fire is absolutely devastating. But I also see so many stories when it's like someone was at work when the fire broke out and they had pets at home. Yeah. And then they tried to get home and they're not allowed to get back into their neighborhood.
Yeah.
That would probably be my biggest fear. I'm like, from now on, I kind of want to always bring my animals everywhere we go.
Well, I if I was in that situation, I'm a really fast runner, so I'm gonna be. I would be like, oh yes, of course, officer, and I would park my car and just fucking sprint around them. And I appreciate everything the LAPD is doing and how they brought in the National Guard, but if my dogs are up in that house, I'm fucking getting up to that house somehow. Yeah. Like God, just the thought of them losing being trapped in there.
Yeah, no.
That one video you showed me though, where the guy that exactly what you just described, and both of his dogs were they rescued one of the dogs, and then the other dog ran out of the house, and then he went back later, and then the dog ran up to him through the gate.
Yeah. Days later.
Yeah.
And he had just been staying in the rubble. That's amazing. Yeah, the house was completely gone. It was only like the metal gate left.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh my God, when you see him and he's just screaming of tears of joy because he's like, oh my dog, you're alive.
Yeah.
I just want to cry when I say that and think about it now. But yeah, poor babies. I wish that I've seen so many people, so many shelters that are like, we have so many animals that needs like a foster. And I'm like, God, I wish we had room to foster.
I know.
Because it wouldn't be like we're gonna like. It's not like, oh, foster to adopt. Like, it's literally people's animals that just needs a home for like the week until they get on their feet again. So it's not like, oh, this is an option, like an adoption, like you're fostering to maybe adopt this dog. Like, it's literally just making sure that these animals
I know you're trying to talk me into it right now.
No, I'm not, because we can't have another, first of all, we can't have another dog in here, and I'm not trusting our dogs to be nice to another cat around here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we don't have space. We have so many animals already in such a small apartment to begin with. So, like, no, we wouldn't be able to. But I wish we were, because I would have done it in a heartbeat. Yeah. Like,
if we had a house, we could.
Yeah.
Bring them all.
Yeah.
But if you're in a position to do it,
and you're in California, please reach out.
All right. Well.
Are we leaving the fires behind?
No, I just think we've kind of said everything we could. And at the end of this, we're going to put up some links of places you can donate to. But I don't know. How is going back to work and getting... Because it felt kind of weird going... Like, Monday felt kind of weird for me, like, trying to go back to, like, regular routine.
Yeah. I mean... Besides, like, my boss trying to downplay the whole thing that's happened, even though he had to evacuate because he lives in Calabasas, it's like, I don't know, because I didn't go into work. I went into work last week only on Monday, so I was off the rest of the week because of the fires. And he was kind of giving me a hard time about taking time off on Friday.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? Because he just questioned me, and he was like, are you okay? Are you feeling better? And I was like, I wasn't sick.
Yeah.
Like, I
literally told you to tell him.
I know. But
I said if they say anything to you, you'd be like, my husband literally told me I can't come to work because I'm not putting my own health at risk to make dresses. It's just not worth it. You know, what is that? Is that my phone?
No, it's just my computer that's pinging.
Oh,
it's not gonna. You can't hear it in the.
But recording. I told you, I was like, tell your boss, give him my number and tell him to call me if he wants to talk. I'm not. You're not gonna go put your own health at risk for somebody else's dream. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
No, I just think it's weird because you see like some of these people that are like acting like, oh, this is just California, this is what happens, and then you talk to some people that are like, oh my god, this was the scariest thing ever.
Yeah.
And it's just it's weird how so many people had a different like understanding of what happened. Kinda. I don't know, Monday was weird. Just it felt like like you're saying, it felt weird.
When I left the boxing gym today and I was going over the bridge and looking at downtown actually looked so, like, the skies were so blue, and the air felt so, like, clear and, like,
the
clean.
Air is worse today though than it was yesterday.
Oh really? I had the windows down and I'm just like, I
mean, wow, it's not bad. I think the air right now is like 60 this morning.
It's typically like in the 40s, right?
Yesterday was 35.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
See, so when I was in China, I've never experienced this before. Like, because when I went to Beijing, I remember like watching the news in the hotel room, and it didn't have weather; it had air quality.
Yeah.
And it was saying that the air quality was not great, and that you should wear a mask. And I was just like, I looked at it and I was like, that's stupid. And I went outside, and I just remember like we were walking around and like we were doing touristy stuff. And I just remember being like out of breath. And like it felt heavy, and I used to have asthma when I was little, so that it reminded me of that. And I was like, and then the other day on Wednesday when I went outside, I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, am I it literally felt like when I had asthma when I was little.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's no joke. Like when it's the air quality's like that, wear a mask or stay inside. Like, it's just not worth it, you know?
See, that's the funny thing, because like living in Sweden, they don't even show you the air quality on your like weather app. Like, it doesn't even come up.
Well, that's because you guys have perfect.
It's zero.
Yeah, because you have
It's
perfect.
zero. And I was like talking to my mom and dad about like the air quality, and they were like, "Oh, I wonder what the air quality is in Sweden right now." And I was like, "It's not gonna show." I was like, "It's never shown in Sweden. Like, that's a feature that you only see in countries where the air quality."
You guys
sucked.
have like perfect tap water, and you guys have perfect air and
perfect.
But my
food
regulations, yeah. But my allergies in Sweden in the summer are bananas.
I
like
know.
my eyes and nose, like I literally, it's crazy because when I in Spokane, I had really bad allergies every summer, and I had asthma when I was pretty young. But I kind of like I felt like I started growing out of it when I got to like maybe 10 or 11. Like it just went away. But I used to have to use a nebulizer at night, and I used to have an inhaler. But once I moved to Southern California, all my allergies went away. My eyes never got itchy or anything, and I was like, oh, this is amazing.
I mean, they kind of did when we were like laying on the grass.
Well, no, I get itchy if I lay in grass, but I think that's like a chemical they spray on the grass.
Okay.
I get like if I roll around in like fresh cut grass, I'm like I get a rash all over my body. But my eyes and my nose don't get plugged up. But when I go to Sweden in the summer, literally, my nose doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
I have like snot in my. I look like a toddler, and it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like I chugged coffee and then this tea, and I'm like.
I can hear it.
I know. I'm like my stomach is growling, and I'm like trying to suppress
your stomach
like
has something
burps.
To say.
But I signed with a new modeling agency.
You did.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
DT
Tell us.
DT Model Management. It's owned by David Todd. Really great guy. I had a meeting with him before the holidays, and I mean, I pretty much kind of what I'm doing right now is like I'm just trying to. Like I loved LA models, and I loved being with them. I love the people there. I just I kind of felt like I was like kind of put on the back shelf, you know? Like I was kind of like
just hanging around, not really.
Yeah, like cuz I was getting like clients that I've worked with in the past, but I wasn't going out for new things, and
yeah.
And then like also with like my Miami agency at the time, I wasn't really getting anything with them. And so it was just like with all this stuff coming up this year with like the acting stuff, I feel like things are going to start getting really busy with that. And I just want a team around me that like truly believe in me and
are willing to push you forward.
Yeah. And because like at the end of the day, like if I have all these agents that are working for me that like don't believe in me, and then I get big with acting, it's like these campaigns and these jobs and stuff will just come. It'll be like laid out for them on a platter, and they never really like believed in me to begin with, you know. So it's like I just want to,
or worked hard to help you get there.
And I just want like a smaller team of people around me that truly believe in me, and so it's like. Yeah, I'm really excited to be with them.
I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be really good. It sounds like what you told me about DT, that they're very excited to represent you, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I haven't, the only other time I've really experienced that type of excitement is like with my theatrical agency, Joanne Smolin. Like she is seriously like, I love her. Yeah. Like she's like a mother to me, but she like wholeheartedly believes in me, and she believed in me way before I had any reason to believe in me. And then my mother agency through modeling, Auto Models, Teresa Auto, she's been my biggest fan since day one when I first signed with her. Next to you. I was like, but I was with Teresa before I met you.
I know.
But so, and that's like when I met with DT and they were giving off those same vibes that I love Auto Models and I love Joanne Smolin at Rage. I just was like, this is who I need in my corner with me, you know?
Yeah.
because it's, I don't know. These agencies, I know they have all these people that they're representing, but it's like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But it was also like, I felt like some of the jobs that they would offer you was sometimes like, I wouldn't even make money doing this job. Like, oh, we can book you a job that's like, out of country, but like you have to pay for your own ticket there, you have to pay for your stay, and then you will make this money.
Yeah.
And it would be like a plus minus zero kind of thing, which that's a saying in Sweden. I don't know if that's a saying here in America. Plus
Well,
minus zero?
it's also like, also on top of that, it's like,
Wait, answer my question though. Plus minus zero, is that a thing?
plus minus zero.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus is adding.
Yeah, but
minus
is that a
subtraction.
saying here?
I don't know.
No. Okay, that's a saying in Sweden.
Okay.
It's plus minus zero. So it's like you add something, but then you have to take away something, and then you're just gonna add on zero. You're not gonna make any money doing that.
You break even is
Yeah.
that's the American term.
Okay,
It's like
break
you
even.
just break even.
Okay.
And it's that's okay sometimes. Like if I could walk away with like $700 or $800 from a job, then okay. But it's a lot of work, fucking flying around and taking time away from you. It's just like I'm getting to the point where it's like I'm doing jobs that bigger, like movies and stuff that like pay a lot. So it's like $1,000 to be gone for 2 days is like, that's
when you could have another opportunity that's here in LA.
Yeah,
you don't have to be
it's
flying
just like
anywhere.
the travel. It's like the travel and the turnover would be. It's just like I'm like it's not really worth it to me. It's for the headache alone.
Well, I mean, you have also like just you have to be paid in your time at this point.
Well,
because your time is very valuable.
Well, and then the other side of it too is like I don't want to sound like full of myself or not humble, because that's what this can come off as a little bit.
Do it.
No, but it's just like there was certain jobs that I was getting that they were, I'm not going to say names, but like they were trying to push on me for instance, when I shaved my head, one of my agents didn't like that. And they were like, well, are you going to keep this? And I was like, well, yeah, because the show I'm doing it's going to be going on for a while. So like I'll try to grow it out in between seasons, but I mean, I'll only probably have a couple months at a time, so we'll see how long it gets. But
also, can we just take a moment for Andrew's hair right now? Look how handsome he is. Look at that. Oh.
No, but
look at those shaved sides.
But hold on, but one agent wasn't happy that I shaved my head.
Yeah.
This wasn't LA Models, by the way. They did love my shaved head, but
not saying any names, but it wasn't this one.
I'll let you try to figure it out. No,
you always make it sound like it was.
No. It wasn't LA Models. No, I really do love them. It's like they. But, anyways, but one agent they didn't like that I shaved my head, and they were like, "Well, how long are you gonna keep this?" And I was like, "Well, I booked a show. It's gonna be a while."
Yeah.
And then they immediately sent me a job for like a wig company.
Yeah.
And
it was for a bald company.
Well, no,
for like a
bald.
toupee.
Yes, bald. Like it literally, they were like, we would have to shave the top of your head skin, and then we would glue a toupee on. And I was like,
no.
I was like, I don't want to be the face of that. Like, because, and that's the thing is like, I want my agents to not just only be trying to book me on whatever thing that comes their way. It's like I'm in this for the long run, not necessarily the modeling stuff, like the acting. Like I am planning on being at.
Yeah, you don't want to be the face of a toupee company.
Well, no, it's just like
and
then it's like, and then you have to deal with fucking like down the line, people are to be like, oh, this person was bald in their 30s, and which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just like you see these like fucking magazines that are always like, they're just trying to talk shit on all celebrities, and pretty much is like, I want the people that are representing me to like be thinking about not just what my next job is, but like the longevity of my career, and like,
not just where they can make money from you.
Yeah,
like actually,
and like $1,000. It's like I'm not gonna do that, you know. But
hello,
little girl.
Hello, little lady.
I don't know. I feel like I just sound like I'm talking shit, and I don't mean to.
No, you're not.
Hi.
Oh, mamacita. Hi, mamacita.
But
I Hi, Snuggle Bear. Hi, Snuggleberry. Sorry.
Sorry, Lucy's laying in front of us.
You. I love you. Yes, I love you. I love you so much. Sorry. But I love you so much. Ivy. So easily distracted. But that was another thing that I want to talk about, because I remember beginning of last summer, you told me you wanted to shave your head, and then you said, God, I just wish I booked something that would make me have a shaved head. And then you booked Sadist.
Well, I mean, the whole thing that happened with that was like, we haven't talked about this, have we?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, no. So remember, I was talking about that. I was like, oh, I really want to shave my head for like a part, like a reason to do it. And then
you had been talking about shaving your head for like 6 months at this point, and I was like, no, don't do it unless you have like a reason for it to do it.
But then remember, I auditioned for, which I think this was another Tubi movie. I auditioned for this other Tubi movie about like a bodybuilder. And
he had a shaved head.
And then Joanne reached out to me after I sent that audition, and she was like, hey, by the way, they're asking, are you willing to shave your head? And so I thought, I was like, oh, I'm in the running for that part. I was like, fuck yes. Like, this was literally like 2 days after I was telling you. I was like, I just want to book something to give me a reason to shave my head. And then they were saying like the character needs to have a shaved head.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is it. This is what I'm gonna have to shave my head for. And then the whole stuff with the Black Dagger Brotherhood started going on. I think.
And I wasn't even home the day you shaved your head.
Yeah. Justin was here, and I was talking with him about it. But it was like they were about to do open casting calls for the brothers, and that was kind of what I pulled the trigger on. I was like, fuck it, I'll just fucking shave my head and then do it for the audition.
Yeah.
Because it's like after I started reading the books and then doing my research, I was like, I have to play this character, and And I felt like by shaving my head, that gave me a little bit of
advantage.
Yeah. I mean, like they could see what I look like with my hair short, and
you went kind of all in for that audition because you did the scar.
Yeah.
You did. And
I used Michelle's lipstick, and I don't even know how I did that scar, but
you did it good.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he started audition, which I thought was such a good idea, with his head turned away from the camera.
Yeah.
And we can talk about this, right?
Yeah.
And he started with his head away from the camera, and then I said my line, and then he turned around, and you just see the scar and the shaved head, and it was so good. And I think that was also the reason why J.R. Ward was like, "Oh my God, yeah, this is Sadist."
Yeah. Well, I was trying to be dramatic.
You were, but it worked.
Yeah. No, that audition was so fun. Yeah. It was.
Also, there's something about you doing auditions in Christmas pajamas. I feel like that's always a success.
I didn't do that in my Christmas pajamas.
No. I'm not saying that one. I'm just saying the thing that you filmed before Christmas. Didn't you do that? You did that audition in Christmas pajamas too.
Well, no, I did the American Boogie Woman in Christmas pajamas.
I know,
that I
but
booked.
I think you did the one.
No, the one I just booked.
I don't know if you can say the name. That's why I wasn't saying the name.
Oh, I have to cut that.
We'll just beep it out.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. No, for that show, I didn't wear Christmas pajamas.
I thought you were.
No.
Okay.
I wore what I thought my character would be wearing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. No, no.
Because I thought you did, and I was like, "There's something magical about you and your Christmas pajamas booking audition."
I did do an audition in my Christmas pajamas, but it was a.
Didn't you book it? I think you did.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe you didn't.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Hold on, let me see. I'll have it in my phone.
Okay, well, you look that up. Can we take a little break, and then I have to pee?
I have to pee more.
We'll be right back after this pee break.
Da, 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 da. Oh no, it was a commercial.
On a happy note.
We just peed.
Oh,
We took a pee break.
do you hear me? Okay, yeah.
No, what we were saying
On
was...
a happy note, sorry. On a happy note, though, I am so extremely happy, knock on wood, that Oliver's epilepsy seizures didn't come back during this week.
Or at all.
Or at all.
He's been completely good.
Yeah.
The medication that we got from the doctors worked.
Yes.
We broke him out of his clusters of seizures that he was having with it. So
he's back on his regular medication, which is good. We don't have to up his dosage.
Yeah. So everything is chill with that.
Everything is okay,
Yeah.
which we're really happy about. No, that would have been a whole other level of stress if we would like have to deal with him having seizures.
Yeah.
All through the night as well. What else has been on your mind, baby? You started boxing.
Yeah. I'm enjoying my boxing lessons that I'm taking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a blast.
I know you guys are gonna want to see Sadist tearing up that bag in season 2.
Yeah. But if you haven't read Lover Eternal, sorry for the spoiler.
Isn't that the beginning though?
No, I mean I don't know. I know that Passion Flix was like they made a post saying like don't spoil any stuff in the comment section and which I might have spoiled lots of stuff, you know, and like talking to people, but I mean I don't know if you.
It's also a very good exercise.
I've been taking the classes because
you've been talking about boxing for like probably the past year that you're like I want to start getting like into boxing. You've been talking about a lot of things that you want to get into just to build on your like actor's resume.
Yeah.
Like horseback riding, boxing, jiu-jitsu. What else have you been talking about?
Not talking about. I've done those things.
No, I know,
boxing
but like that you want to like more get into.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean I don't know. Boxing is the only thing that I've really been saying a lot of. I mean, I want to go to a shooting range and shoot more.
Mm-hmm.
But like I want to take like a gun tactical class. There was one that I was like, they pretty much just like teach you how to like clear buildings, you know, just like proper technique about like going around corners. And I mean, I've watched a lot of videos on that, so like I think I could mimic it pretty well, but it's different when you actually like train with somebody that's like a professional or like someone that was in the military. But but no, the boxing stuff has been really fun. And I'm doing that for Zeta's character, you know, just so. But I don't know. What else is
if you can pick one type of skill to like better your acting resume right now that you don't have, what would it be?
I want to take like a stunt driving course. Yeah. Cuz I on the show that I'm doing, and I was talking to a lot of the stunt guys, the course is pretty expensive. I mean, it's like a couple $1,000, but for me, I don't know how worth it would be for me, because I'm not trying to be a stunt driver, but I like when I'm on set and I can do my own stunts, not necessarily driving, you know, because there's just a whole other laundry list of things that could go wrong. But like, but for me, it's just like, it would just be fun, you know. I also want the BMW, because I was talking to your dad about this, like, because if I could sell it in Sweden for like 20.
You can sell it in Europe for 20K.
Yeah, like, well, no, not 20K, like 28,000.
Yeah.
Like anywhere from 20 to 30,000. I could sell that BMW here for 20,000. mine because of it's the M series and there's only was like 1,500 made, and I found one being sold here in LA for a little over 20,000. So I could easily probably sell it here. I could probably walk away with like 19.
That's crazy.
But
yeah.
But I was telling your dad this.
That's crazy thinking how much we bought it for.
Yeah, we got a really good deal.
We did.
Thank you, Russ. But I was telling your dad that I want to
get into racing.
Well, I want to put a roll cage on it because there's this track here in LA that they were saying you can take your own car there, but it has to have like the proper safety.
You're not putting a $30,000 car into a racing ring with a roller cage.
You just have to put in the proper bars for safety, like if you flip the car, But I want to put that would be I listen. I don't even think I want to sell it. What I want to do is I want to put some like really nice racing tires on it, put the roll cage in it, and then take that to the track and just fucking rally that thing. Because when we drove it back from when we first bought it from Spokane, and we drove it back,
that was a terrible 19-hour trip.
Yeah, it's a small car, but there was one stretch away that I took it up to like or what was that when we went to Vegas one time where I took it up to 100, like a little over 100.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't in Spokane.
I can get that baby up faster than that, but I mean you were in the car with me, so I didn't want to like kill us, but I want to put a roll cage in it, and I want to take it to a track and fucking race that thing. I'll probably do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to sell it. I mean, I don't.
I don't think you should sell it, but I think you should. I really like that car. Like, I don't want you to destroy it either. So if you do go and like race with it, I want you to be prepared to fix it.
It's not so much that I'm going to be racing other people.
No, I know, but I want you to be able to fix it in case it gets a little bit damaged.
It's like, so I just want to take it to a track and be able to just go full speed around that track. Like I'll be by myself. I'm not gonna be
Isn't the roll cage gonna be like destroying the outer parts of the car?
You just have to install. No, it's just like you have to put it over the person driving. Like it's just like some bars to help. So if it flips, you won't fucking die.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it. It's not like. I don't think you I'll show you what like a roll cage inside of a car is. I'll show you that. Yeah.
But yeah, you want to do that. You want to do racing basically.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. I would want to race with you.
I don't know.
My dad really wanted me to get into what is it called?
Motocross?
No, it's basically racing cars, but they're like
rally.
Yeah, kinda. But you're doing it when you're like 16 in Sweden, and you're not really allowed to have a driver's license until you're 18. But these cars you're allowed to, and they're all manual cars.
But, yeah, I mean, but what do you like? What you racing them on, like back roads or dirt roads or?
No, you can race them on tracks too.
But what do you? I mean, what? I'm confused.
But they look like, think of like old Volvo cars or BMWs. You know the BMW in the garage? That's like like a black, the Mr.
Like
Beamer guy,
like STI or something, or
yeah, they kind of
like the squared body. Yeah. But that's so like rally racing, like how there's like lots of like a lot of the like one of the main cars that people rate like Subarus and Peugeots. Mm-hmm. Peugeots is a really big rally racing car brand.
Yeah, but in Sweden it's BMW, like old BMWs, but on Volvos. But no, my dad really wanted me to get into that when I was 16.
That's a strange thing to want your daughter to get into, I think.
He's just like, my dad is really into cars.
Yeah, I know, but and
then I was into cars because he was into cars.
But what does that mean? Like you said
I think he just wanted me to start racing.
And the cars go full speed?
Yeah. But I think he just wanted me to get into like racing with cars so he could like have a reason to go fix up the car afterwards or something.
Yeah.
But then
that would have been cool. It
would have been cool. I kind of wish I did it.
If he wants to be my sponsor, I'll do it.
I know he would do it in a
He
heartbeat.
can be my sponsor.
And then your dad would be kind of jealous. Your dad would be like, why didn't I get...
Because he doesn't have a passport.
Well, your dad can still be your mechanic. We
Uh,
can just
how
get
would
him a
that
passport.
work?
We're just going to get him
No,
a passport.
he has to. He hasn't
We'll get
renewed
him
his
a
green card.
citizenship.
He hasn't renewed. He has the same green card that he has when he came here in the 80s.
We'll renew his citizenship. We'll get him a citizenship.
He needs to take the citizenship test.
Yeah. So
and
do I.
then he needs to apply for his passport, which he won't do any of those.
We'll get my citizenship because I think I can apply for that beginning of February. And
That's cool.
we'll see what the process is, and then we'll do the same thing with your dad.
He's not gonna do. He has to take a test. I've already went over it with him and talked to him. He has to take like a test. And
Yeah, but a test is like 2 questions.
He won't do anything that involves a test. He got his green card during the Reagan administration when he came over from Poland with his family. He was like 18 or 19.
Mm-hmm.
But he has an open-ended. It was like a special thing that the Reagan administration did. It was an open-ended green card. So his like never expires. But I don't know. He's worried that if he tries to like fly over to Europe, that they'll deport him back to Poland or something.
I don't think so. But the thing is, you know how my green card is a 2-year green card? Hana got a 10-year green card, which I was like, that's crazy. But I think it was...
Do they do different things for like...
I think the reason why I got a 2-year and she got a 10-year was because you and I had only been married for 6 months or like 4 months when we sent in all the applications, and she had been married for over a year. So once their thing went through, they've been married for like 2 years, and then they just got a 10-year green card. But my green card expired last year. I just looked it up. January 8th, 2024. I applied to the USCIS to renew my green card. They are still working on that request.
I wonder why.
I think they're just waiting because like now, end of January, beginning of February, I can apply for citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent out like a piece of paper, just literally like a paper that was like, this makes your like expired green card valid to travel with or something. And it's just weird. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to like have the whole process of me going and getting like taking a photo again, doing all the checks again. I don't know.
Well, I remember David at Santa Monica Sub. His thing took fucking years to process. That he was like when he was like reapplying for something.
I thought that was for the Swedish stuff.
I think it was something for here too,
well,
because he had to go to Sweden to get something. But I think
that's a separate thing because
but I remember him saying that he had to write a letter to like something here in LA. I don't know what it was. It was like
because he went to Sweden to try to renew his passport, but because he doesn't have any Swedish identification that's not expired, it was like a whole process of like.
But I remember him talking about how he had to write. He wasn't hearing anything back from something here in LA, and he like wrote the like mayor or the guy, like he wrote some official to be like, hey, can you take a look at this because I need this for this other thing. And I don't remember. I'm just trying to
the whole system is sometimes really easy and sometimes really, really hard. I'm slightly worried about our citizenship interview. Because I've heard that they've been, like, some people have been, like, harder on couples when it comes to, like, getting citizenship through marriage.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just remember, like, an old colleague of mine, she was talking to me about her friend. She went through the whole green card process. And they even had a baby together, and they got denied.
Well, that's fucking retarded.
Yeah, I'm like
I don't.
But I don't know if they had any other like grounds that was like.
I'll just say I want a new person. Go find someone else. Get your manager. I'm gonna be a Karen in there. I'm like, you shut up. Get someone else.
Get the manager. I want to see the manager.
That's actually, that would be really stupid because we're clearly together.
But see, that's the thing though, because I was looking too, and they're like, since we did our green card interview, they were like, oh, save all the like all the
stuff we showed them.
Yeah, all the like letters for like bills and stuff. And I looked at our bills, and I'm not on the water bill. That's only in your name. You're not on the electrical bill. That's only in my name.
There must have been something more going on if that girl was denied, because it's
I feel so too.
And also it's like they use social media. They'll look through social media. There's like plenty of fucking things that you can look to. Also, it's like all the events we go to for like the stuff that I like, the movies and shows. You're on the Getty images of like Andrew Biernat's wife and stuff. So it's like
we can also just show wedding photos from our Swedish wedding.
If they denied you, I would literally be like, are you fucking stupid?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand what is going through your mind. Like this is your job, is to be able to dictate who's telling the truth and who's not. And like if you think we're lying, you're not good at your job. Like you need to maybe find something better to do that is more suitable for your talents, which are none. So sorry.
You're just hating government people without even thinking of a specific person. That's very broad of you.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. I don't really know what to talk about.
I don't really know either, but I feel like we just I feel like it's nice to just sometimes just let random stuff come to the surface, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Random stuff. Do a drinking game. Every time
Andrew says
every time we say take a shot of milk.
I don't think a lot of people drink as much milk as we do.
We drink an insanely amount of milk.
Yeah.
Another thing that happened, maybe this is like the most boring thing ever to mention. We spend so much money on meat this week.
Yeah, we spent $700 at Costco. It's
Buying
awesome
meat.
though. I love opening the fridge and seeing just like all the steaks and the salmon, and it's like it makes me very happy.
I know.
To just see all of that.
I sent it to my friend, and she was like, that better last you like 6 months. And I was like, might last us like 3 weeks.
Maybe. Yeah. Because I'm trying to eat like a steak for lunch before we have dinner.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like 3 steaks a day.
I'm kind of trying to stick to the carnivore diet, but it's hard when you make potatoes or something. So
I love my potatoes.
But I've been eating a lot of meat and eggs and avocados.
Yeah, and Costco's out of eggs.
Yeah.
Hannah was telling me, she was like, because I told her we went to Costco, and she's like, did you guys have eggs? I was like, no, it was completely.
She went, there was none either.
She went in.
I wonder if there's like an outage because of like trucks not being able to get through the fires.
Well, they had to recall a bunch of eggs too.
Oh, did they? That's not good.
Yeah, they had to recall a bunch of eggs from Costco. So I think that's why it's a shortage. Because they had to recall, I think it was one of the brands, not all of the brands, but just one of the brands. But since they only had like one brand left, that was like okayed. That sold out a lot quicker than the other ones. Drink.
Yeah.
Do you have anything exciting for next week that you haven't told me about yet? We got waffle batter from Sweden. We made Swedish waffles this morning.
Yeah, that's not the carnivore diet at all. But they
were good.
Yeah. No, I mean we resume filming, I think, in like a week or something for that
That TV show that we cannot mention.
Yeah, the TV show that we cannot mention.
We'll mention it when we can mention it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it once.
Yeah.
It's okayed. But until then,
I don't think it's gonna air till like summer.
Yeah, but we'll mention it by then.
Yeah.
You guys will find out, but you can't find out yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
oh my God.
every time I sit in this
You look very uncomfortable.
Well, no, I mean, like, if you watch any of the other episodes, I'm constantly, like, moving around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, like, very fidgety. But it's, like, I'm, like, really sore right now. My wrists hurt and my arms hurt from today.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Does your hand hurt?
No.
Does your hand hurt?
We were filming audition. Was that yesterday? The day before?
It was 2 days ago.
2 days ago, we were filming an audition for a TV show
That we also can't mention.
that I also can't mention. It's for a reoccurring role, and I had lots of fun. And it's a character I would love to play, but there was a lot of blocking.
We were supposed to be sparring.
Yeah, like we're
in the
hold on, let's not give too much away. But yeah, there's like a lot of blocking of like fighting away. and we like choreographed when I throw a punch or when she throws a punch. And the first this was like the second or third take.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to throw a punch.
But it was like
first.
the first take when we actually included like the punches.
Yeah. So I like full force like throw a punch, and then she throws a punch and our hands hit together.
We just fist bump.
But see I think when I threw the punch, you punched me on the side of my hand because like my hand swelled up right there.
No, I punched you literally. It was knuckle to knuckle.
Whatever the case was, like, cause this is what swelled up and this is what hurt. Right here is all like this whole side is what hurt.
I got iron fists.
Anyways, it was super loud. But if you watch, I mean, maybe one day we'll post the video, but
yeah,
it's loud as fuck. It sounds like what it looks like.
You can barely see my hand in the video too.
Yeah, no, it looks like
he punched me right in the face.
Yeah, it looks like I punched her in the face, and I'm just like, oh my God, baby. And you just hear her be like, ah.
Yeah, because I heard it really much in the beginning, but then like after like 30 minutes, so I was like, oh no, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. You're like,
well, mine didn't hurt when it first happened.
No, I know, but
it
then
was more after I started like moving my hand. I was like, what the fuck? And then this started swelling up, and I was like, what the hell? But today it feels fine today.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, like I don't even feel it, but
good.
It must have just, I don't know.
I didn't realize how strong I was.
You're so strong. In the video, it looks like I punched you in the face, though.
I know, so we have no proof.
Yeah, that was funny though.
But it was just like your face too when we did it. You were like,
I thought I broke your hand. I literally was just like, I was like, oh fuck, I broke.
I remember hand. Just like right as we punched, I was like, I fucked up. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
And you're like, babe, you're not supposed to throw the punch. I was like, I know.
Yeah, I thought I broke your hand. Because it literally is so loud in the video. It just is crazy.
I think it's what's more crazy that we literally just hit
did
at
perfect.
this, yeah, like perfectly
fist pump.
That was the crazy
part. Did I say fist bump?
You said fist pump.
Oh, yeah. Fist pump. No, fist bump.
Fist bump.
That sounds weird. Yeah, that was fun. That was a really fun audition. I like when I get stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was just a lot.
We usually don't have fun during auditions.
No, that's not true. Some of them we do. When I really like the material and I really like the character, and when I'm like, oh, I can do this for a while, but then when I get characters that I'm just
well, I think it's so. Sometimes we have auditions when we're working hours on it. You know, we're doing takes after takes after takes.
Yeah, that's my fault. It's because I'm like never happy with anything.
It's not your fault, but like it's such a good yet weird feeling when you hit a take on like the 4th try, and you just like, wait, is this the take that we're gonna go with? Because like we're used to being like taking so many takes to do it, but it's like when you hit it so quickly, it's just like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually yeah. Well, the thing is though.
But I feel like you're hitting that point more and more often.
Well, no, but even like on a lot of the past auditions we've done, ones that we've taken like an hour, like hours on, I'll end up going back and using one that we did like 10 tries.
I know.
Because I'm like, but
because
it's just,
you're like, oh,
but
I'm
it's
not
like,
happy with
but
it.
yeah, I just there's something in me where I'm like, I feel like if we didn't have to like sweat and cry over it, that it's not like good enough, you know. But this one, with everything going on, and I'm like, I feel like we're kind of distracted with things. So to put the focus on this and just get it done, I was like, I don't know, just doing it that.
But it was a good take. I really liked the take that we sent.
Yeah, I was happy.
I love how I say it as a we thing. I say everything as a we. I'm like, when we are dropping this agent, when we're sending us this take.
Michelle's my life coach and manager.
I guess I am.
No, I mean, you're
kinda.
Yeah.
I know. You sometimes say, let's do this. I was like, no. I'm kidding. I never said that.
Yeah, you used to tell me no all the time on stuff. Yeah,
but not on movie stuff.
But I always ask you. Yeah. I'm like,
well, you always ask me more like, should I be wearing this? Or what do you think of this character? How do you think this character would have been responding in this situation? What kind of movement should I do? What kind of like, should I be...
It's because like I always have an idea, but I like to bounce it off. I like to bounce things off you because just you have a different take on things. So it's like
I'm just happy like comparing to how we were doing. Hello, my love. You want to come up here? Hi. You want to say hi to the camera?
She's getting jealous. You want to come up here?
You want to come up? Come.
Up.
You want to say something?
Come here. Up. Come here. Up.
Up.
Come here. Up. Up. Come on. Up. Jump.
No.
She's like, come here.
Up.
Up. Good girl. Come here. Everyone listening to this is like, what the fuck are these people doing?
Everyone is not on the video.
Oh.
Hi, Bobby.
We've been ignoring her for too long.
You want to come up?
Sorry, everybody. We should probably cut some of that out. Up. We should probably cut a lot of that out, actually.
No. Come here. Up.
Up. Come on. Up. Up. Give me kisses. Give me kisses. Mwah. Oh, such a good girl. Yes, I love you.
That's Mama's lip gloss.
She's gonna lick that.
That's Mama's lip gloss.
Yes, you're a good girl.
Do you like podcasting up here in the apartment more than we did downstairs?
I don't know. I think the lighting down there is better.
Well, that's because we're podcasting in front of a window.
It looks more professional, I think. This feels like...
I feel like this feels more intimate, though.
I mean, it does.
And we're not getting interrupted.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel... It feels, I mean, definitely more relaxing. And, like, we don't have to worry about fucking people walking in. But, I don't know. I'm fine with this for now, I guess. But,
Yes, hello. Yes, I see you.
We watched
I see you.
We watched Blast from the Past last night, and Michelle's never seen it. I haven't seen it since I was like fucking 10 or something.
Okay, I love you. Yes, I do.
Should we end it? Because we kind of are just not saying shit.
I mean, we kind of just wanted this episode to be an update of what's been going on for the past week with the LA fires. We wanted to make sure that you guys know that we're doing okay. Just an update how it's been here in LA for us, and also just give you guys options to help out people that's been affected.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole purpose that we wanted to do with this episode. So we've been just winging the whole episode, and you probably can hear that from all the and weird subjects that we've been bringing up. But we still hope that you guys enjoyed this week's episode.
Yeah. Next week we will be more prepared, and we'll
Don't say again.
We'll be talking about stuff. But after Lucy, you are all wrapped up in the cord. Okay. At the end of this, we will have a screen with all the info that you can donate to either the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation or Red Cross. And then we're going to find like a shelter or something that's been taking in a lot of like the animals that were displaced during the fire.
Yeah.
Displaced? I don't know. I don't even know.
Displaced? What do you mean?
Like they don't have a house. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm trying to
replaced?
Not replaced.
Relocated?
Not misplaced.
Displaced? Is that even a word?
I'm pretty sure it's a word. I'm almost 90.
We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with displaced.
Anyways, and then we're also gonna put it in the description, so there'll be lots of little avenues. And I mean, and if you don't want to donate to any of those things, I would look online and find something that is helping out with the people that were impacted by this. So yeah.
But thank you guys for tuning in this week.
Thank you guys so much, and you guys have a beautiful rest of your week.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.